All right, guys, outside TVA Summit talking about Juan, live from Cherry Creek.
How's it going?
It's going great. Um, Crazy spring. We're back at it. Things are opening back up. Things are just looking good. Summer's here finally. I think we're all ready for it. And the restaurants are back in action. Give me a quick overview.
Yeah, we went to 100% in Denver officially today. So no distancing, no masks. I think a lot of businesses are going to face, and there's a couple factors there. I think one
Yeah.
is safety, and the second one is obviously staffing. But it's good it's a relief to see the light at the end of the tunnel at this point.
So you've got several restaurants. We were talking before we came out here about 12 restaurants that are open right now, a couple more that are coming online quickly here. Can you give me a little bit of an idea about the different concepts? What are they like? What's different about them?
Yeah, so we have the Tap and Burger group, which there's currently three with a fourth on its way. And Highland Tap and Burger was actually our first restaurant in North Denver on 32nd and Vallejo. It's a
Yeah.
neighborhood that's called Lohi now.
Yeah.
And then we have a chef-driven concepts as well. So Bardo, which is like vegetable forward Italian, and we have Ashkara, which is Israeli, Senator Bear, Pan Latin, Mr. Oso, which is like Latin smoked meats and ceviche, sort of a fun casual Latin concept. And
Man, love it.
yeah, Forget Me Not is our new cocktail bar, which has been really an incredible experience to open. That's our first thing in Cherry Creek that we opened.
Yeah.
And then we acquired Aviano Coffee over in Cherry Creek as well. So we're sort of getting into this neighborhood right now on this side of the city. So
Man, awesome. I mean, you got something for everybody there, Juan, right?
yeah, almost. I mean, and if they want something else, they can ask. We'll cook it for them.
You're gonna ask exactly. You might open up a concept, right? You want pancakes? Maybe you guys will do it one day, right?
Yeah. Well,
Um,
we do consulting work as well. We do conceptual development and
yeah,
financial and operational management. So some of the projects we've done are like 7908 in Aspen, Main Shack here in Denver.
yeah.
We started in New Orleans with Sophia and ended up partnering, and that's Bardo's sister restaurant, which actually won Restaurant of the Year in New Orleans,
Wow.
which was pretty incredible.
I did not know that. That's very impressive.
It swept every publication. It was unbelievable. So.
So we still have the outdoor dining going on, and I know you and I were talking again before we came on here. You think some of that's going to stick around, and you think you're going to keep things the way it is for the next year? Is that kind of the guidelines?
Well, initially it was through October of this year, but they extended it another year.
Okay.
I think they're just trying to help people play catch up. I think that's part of
Yeah.
it. But we're going to see a lot of changes in Colorado. I know the governor really wants to go to 4 a.m. for a last call.
Yeah.
He's going to recommend that, and then that'll
Are
be
you are you for that? Do you agree with that proposal?
well. In a way, I do. It's not necessarily 4 a.m. that's important. It's the amount of hours you can be open during the day. Because there are some bars that want to open early, like the soccer bars, for example. If they're watching like English Premier League, they want to open at like 5 in the morning and be able to serve booze. So,
Right.
but generally speaking, yes, I am for that.
Right.
And I think it helps with safety issues and crowd control and things like that. There's a lot of
Yeah.
reasons why you
Interesting.
would do that. And then these entertainment zones that they're talking about, where you can have open containers and walk around from bar to bar. I think it's time we do that as well.
Yeah.
And then the outdoor, I think the outdoor seating is likely in areas is going to stay. I can't imagine they reopen Larimer Square again ever to traffic. So.
Yeah, I love what you said a minute ago too, that they might ease back on some of the outdoor seating, but now they're starting to add bike lanes, make it more pedestrian friendly, bike friendly. So yeah, it's hard to imagine that we ever go back to opening Larimer Square, back up totally.
Yeah, and we just, took a sledgehammer to the economy, regardless of what you're reading in the papers right now. We have
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
period of inflation coming, and we need tax revenue. So.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think all these different cities, all these different counties around the state, they would agree with that for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, we were talking about marketing, and you were saying there's really been this change from kind of old-fashioned marketing, where it's all about the menu and pricing and promos and coupons and specials and all that kind of stuff, to really, it's all about the experience. It's about your experience when you go out with your wife or with your husband. You go out and you have a great night. It's really what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, social media has really changed the game, and it has for a while.
Yeah,
But I think now we're starting to understand it a little bit more. In particular, in our group, we learned some valuable lessons over the course of the last year,
yeah,
and just the ability to tell a story online. Your experience on our Instagram page should be on par with your experience in our restaurant. And that's really what we learned. We learned that that was possible. So.
Right. No, that's exactly, I love what you just said, Juan. That's, I mean, it sounds so simple, but the experience you have in the restaurant should be kind of the experience you're having on social media. It should be warm and inviting and friendly. And you guys have just done a great job of that. One more quick shout out to you guys. I know that this was just a super tough year to navigate, and you guys, you did a great job adapting and keeping it going. A lot of restaurants shut down and furloughed people. You didn't do much of any of that at all.
Yeah, we did our best to keep our folks, during the first shutdown, we thought it was important to keep folks at home for a little bit. And then, when we got PPP, which we adopted that really early,
Yeah.
I think a lot of restaurant groups didn't really understand how to use that. And for us, we had kids that were photographers, so we paid them to be photographers. We had kids that were teachers, so we paid them to create curriculums for us. So we kept everybody busy. We always had an eye on mental health. We thought that was going to be that's going to be the biggest issue that we face after COVID, and it's going to exceed COVID as an issue. And so keeping people busy and providing. We also provide mental health services to our organization. Our kids get up to 12 sessions a year. So.
Man, I think that's great. I mean, mental health is huge for all of us, frankly, right? Huge, great job keeping that at the forefront. Great job with operations. We'll check back in with you in a couple of weeks, maybe get an update as summer gets rocking, and take a look at some of these different places and do some sampling. You'll be seeing me and my wife out and about, Juan. So
maybe next time, when next conversation we have it at one of the restaurants over some food.
Let's do it. Exactly. We're gonna can these Zoom calls. We're gonna be back out in person.
I'm with you.
Okay, you guys. Juan, thanks very much. We'll see you again soon. TV8 Summit, Outside TV. Juan, thanks a lot.